today is Vlogmas Day 16. I made a mistake yesterday when I said it was actually Vlogmas 14. So I do apologise for that. It was 15 yesterday. So, yeah. I went to bed again quite late last night. It's uploading the vlogs, you see, because I use iMovie on my iPad. So by the time I've edited and uploaded to YouTube, which I do straight from my iPad, but then I have to go onto my laptop to put the thumbnail in, you see. Because otherwise I could do everything on my iPad, you know, all the title and the description or whatever information needs to go in that box. But because I can't see a feature on there where I can just put a thumbnail in, so I have to then turn on my laptop and do all that. But anyhow, never mind. And then I did actually mess around a bit last night on a video game, so. And then I went to bed and I was a bit hyped up, never got much sleep, so at 6 o'clock I was awake this morning, so I got some more cross-stitch done because today is Thursday, and so that's my thimble day, a tea day. And this is the second box now. Well, I'll say second box, it's the second window of my Kringles now completed. So yeah, I really enjoyed cross-stitching the 2 Christmas trees and these presents. The wreath was a little bit more difficult because the pattern splits off onto the second page. And I was getting a little bit mixed up, so I just did one half the wreath and then went on to the second half. But that's now completed. And I'm going to re-hoop this now so I can start work on the third window. But I'm going to look at doing that tonight because I think I need to get something to eat. I don't usually bother with breakfast. I usually sort of try and not eat anything till about 1 or 2 o'clock. But I am hungry this morning, so I think I'll go make myself some porridge and have a cup of tea. And then I'm going to do some tidying in my craft room because I've got lots of Christmas fabrics I need to sort out, and iron scraps and put them in little boxes. I might show you a bit of that progress as the day goes on. Usually I do advent calendars for my grandchildren, and I just haven't had the time this year. But I've got all the little gifts ready, so I think I'm going to sort that out today as well before Advent completely goes. They're going to have a bit of a jamboree, aren't they? Where they open quite a few of the little gifts. Yeah, and let's see how the rest of the day pans out. And I'll keep you updated with little snippets as I go along. Okay, I'll see you in a minute. Well, it's now 12:10 and I've spent loads of time ironing scraps of Christmas fabric. So I use these containers. They're just from takeout. And I've given them another good wash this morning just to make sure that they are clean. And anything under 2.5 inches wide, I've popped in this one. And anything 2.5 inches, I've popped in this one. So they're mainly sort of Christmassy colours, whites, reds, you know. And then I've ironed quite a largest pile. These are any scraps over 3 inches wide. So, but they're smaller than a fat quarter. So I've done all those, and then I've sorted out a huge box of fabrics. So if I lift them up, you can see. So these are anything from fat quarters to huge pieces. So I've got that box all sorted. And I thought I'd done pretty well. And I was just about to get up and look, found them. I'm going to sort them later because I really have had enough. I mean, I've spent over an hour doing this. Tea is on the make now. I've just done a veggie sort of soup. So yeah, usually in Stoke, the potteries, we have something what's called lobby. It's basically a bit like a beef stew. That's how I describe it. Some people would argue and say you should put lamb in. I always put beef in. I've omitted the meat because I don't eat it. So yeah, those little packs are quite handy. You can get them in our local supermarkets for just £1. And you got onions, swede or turnip. Well, I think it's a swede. Carrots and parsnip. So it makes quite a substantial meal. I mean, for £1 that's okay. And I just add some potatoes in, and later on I'll put some herby dumplings in, make them. And I've just shown you some salmon there, what Dave gravelaxed the other day. So we'll probably have that first with some homemade dill mustard, and then a bit later when the veggie soup, whatever you want to call it, is ready, we'll eat that then. And I've decided I am going to finish off sorting these fabrics out, and then I can throw this away. And then that's all done, isn't it? One little job done in the craft room, because it does need a good clean out. It's now 2 o'clock, so when all that is completed, I will then perhaps look at doing something else. See you in a mo. And then I got to my youngest daughter's house tonight, dropped the presents off there. And for the baby, I've done things like, you know, put tights in. Now, while I've still got these here, I was wrapping these up and there was a bit of paper over. I thought, oh, I'll just cut it, and I've got to cut the blinking tights. Oh dear. Anyhow, I've tried the red dress, you know, the little red tartan dress. Oh, I haven't brought it up with me. But I've tried that on my granddaughter and it fits a treat. It really does. I've done the bigger size, and which is her size. And yeah, it really does fit her. Quite roomy. It's great. We've decided on the length now for the hem. And all I've got to do tomorrow now is hem that up, and that is done. And then I can start on the next one. So I'm quite pleased about that. And I'll go my other daughters and drop off her advents, and then my other daughters. So it's going to be another busy afternoon and night tomorrow. So I'm just going to rehoop my Kringles by Little House Needleworks. So I'll show you now. That's what's just dropped. I don't know. Here's something drop. Doesn't sound good, does it? So that is the progress so far. Now I know it doesn't look like I've left much at the sides, but on the picture there isn't. There's only, I think, that much. Less than that actually. About that much. So that leaves me over an inch, but this is a salvage edge, so I'm not too bothered. What I should have done is been a bit more careful with my positioning, because I've got all this here. But I'm not too worried. I shall probably frame this myself. So, yeah. So I'm going to work on this window. I did a little bit of stitching on this a long time ago. And then I decided I was just going to do all the brickwork, but no. I'm going to start stitching that window, and that's more or less the first 2 pages done. And then I just work down for the brickwork, and yeah. I'd say now I'm nearly, I'd say halfway through. So when with the rest of the brickwork to do, I'm probably 40% the way through there. I don't think it'll be finished for this Christmas, but really enjoying working on this. Really am. So yeah. So get this rehooped, and then see what's next on the agenda. Right, so I've now, yeah, that's the way, I've rehooped my cross stitch, so that's all ready now for cross stitching that 3rd window. But I've decided I want to have a relax now, and I think I've done quite a bit today, so I'm quite happy with myself and for what I've achieved. And I'm thinking I want to finish off this Santa sack as well. So what I thought I would do is watch a Christmas movie. I fancy watching The Maid. I have seen it before. No, not The Maid. Holiday. What am I on about? I'll leave you at that, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.